Hello parents, so here are some practical tips to help you during the learning time in lockdown. So I've already talked about the importance of planning and preparing before the day. And that planning and preparation should be done with the child. So you're agreeing the tasks that are going to be done, they're talking to you about what they'd like to do, you're giving them choice, all that's very important. Also, on the day, you have that rerun again. Okay, so what are we, this is, in the morning before you start the day, you start to say to them, okay, what are we going to be covering today? What are the things that you need to be doing? Just helping them to remind themselves of what they're going to be doing. Now, I'm going to assume that this is a child that really doesn't like the learning side, the focused learning side of it at all. But so very important then that your language, your tone, everything about this has to be relaxed and encouraging. Don't ever think that you've achieved a result if your child does some work. No, the real success comes when they want to do it. So you really have to get on board in encouraging them, motivating them to want to do it for themselves. If they're motivated enough to do one sum, much more learning has been done than if they're forced to do 20. So let that be. Just think about it from that point of view. And all the time, you're calm, encouraging, you're nurturing, you're trying to help them get to the point where they want to do it for themselves. So planning before, printing everything out, set it out, let the child know where it is. When you finish the work, you can just leave it over here, that kind of stuff. And then on the day, you rehearse that with them. Now, there's another thing that I want to just try and stress. You have to realize that the amount of work, a lot of times, the amount of work the parents think the child can do is much more than the child can actually do and is willing to do and is motivated to do. So it's not about what can you possibly achieve in a day. What are you motivated to do? So you should be looking at it from that point of view as a parent. And all the time, when you see what they've done, if they've done 2 sums today, okay, so they're only motivated to do 2. How can I motivate them to do more? Your response shouldn't then be, oh my gosh, how come? Well, because that will kill the motivation. Okay, so let's think about it that way. Right, so let's say for a lot of children, 20 minutes in an hour will be about what they can actually focus on. Okay, let me just assume we're going for half an hour now, but 20 minutes in an hour really is what they can focus on. So what you could say to them is, okay, so my meeting's at 9. I can't come back down to see you until 10 o'clock. So from 9 to 9:30, I really want you to sit here and get as much of this as you can done. How many sums do you think you can do in this time? Mom, I only think I can do 5. Are you sure? I'm sure you can do 7. Come on. Okay, I'll try. I'll do my, just try your best. Sit here, for half an hour. We're going to set the alarm and get it done. And when that half hour is done, you can do this is the trick now. Parents have a pile of fun stuff they can do for the other half hour. It's like a reward system so that the child understands that, I'm doing this. I've got the benefits. I don't really want to do it, but I have a reward at the end. And let that reward be anything that you've agreed on with them, and really has to be something that they enjoy as well. That reward could just be lie down on the floor, look at the ceiling, do nothing. But whatever it is, it's a pile of stuff as well, colouring, painting, whatever it is, going outside, freedom for that half an hour. When you come back at 10 o'clock, 10 a.m. to see them, please don't spend that time checking the work. At 10 o'clock, it's your connect time. How did you get on? Did you sit half an hour? Well done. What did you do in your play time? Oh, I chose to do this. That's really good. Okay, that's fine. You're doing really well. Just keep going with it. I trust you. You can get better. I've been on my call for an hour, and my goodness, the first half hour, I was fine. I was really buzzing. The second half hour, I started to struggle. Tell them about your morning as well. And then you're off again with the agreement for the next thing. This is going to take some time to achieve. But trust me, with consistent practice, remembering where the child is coming from, you can continue to make improvement and improvement. I'll make a second video on the same topic so that parents can see how you can really help your children to get better at it. Remember what I said at the end, don't come back at 10 o'clock to check their work. Your check-in should be done separately without them there. At the end of the day, whenever you're free, you can check later on, and that prepares you for how you're going to help them the next day. Okay, good luck everybody. Keep working at it. It's